Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we are doing the Bivol versus Arthur is on video. As Dimitri Bivol, the reigning undefeated WBA light heavyweight champion of the world at 175 pounds, returns for his first time in 2023 to defend his title for the 11th time when he takes on contender Lyndon Arthur of the United Kingdom. This fight's taking place on Saturday, December 23rd on the stacked Day of Reckoning card that is taking place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This is, you know, a good one. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel up here. Back to this fight. You know, Bivol needs to stay busy. He's coming off the best year of his career, in which he scored probably the two biggest victories of his career. I mean, Bivol, you got to respect what this guy has done. He has made 10 successful title defenses of the WBA title, and he's been the world champion for over 6 years now. His well, almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years by the time he gets in the ring on December 23rd. His first title defense came in December of 2017 as he was upgraded to champion when Badu Jack did not want to fight him, and Bivol was upgraded from interim champion to light heavyweight champion. And since then, he has just rolled. Started with Trent Broadhurst with a first round knockout victory in that first defense. And he has defeated in that time frame Sullivan Barrera, Joe Smith Jr., Jean Pascal, and more notably Canelo Alvarez last year and Gilberto Ramirez, the undefeated top mandatory challenger and former champion later in the year last year. But he could not land the Canelo rematch this year. He asked for more money, and Canelo scoffed at that and said nobody cares about Dimitri Bivol. He's not a big name, so he doesn't deserve more money. I wholeheartedly disagree with that notion. Bivol beat you. He deserves more money for the rematch. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm a big Canelo fan, but I call it like I see it, and I don't think Canelo wants anything to do with Dimitri Bivol, and for good reason. Dimitri Bivol is a legitimate pound-for-pound guy. I have always said that I think he beats Arthur Beterbiev, and I think he is very, very good. And so technically sound. The way he neutralized Canelo, yeah, the size was a factor, but the definite thing was footwork. And just once Canelo starts to get close, he would pop off a combination. He would stop him, and he threw Canelo's rhythm off, and he completely neutralized Canelo and got a convincing decision, you know. And now he's heading into this fight hoping for bigger fights, but it's on a stacked card to where the good thing is I don't see a lot of overlooking of opponents, because all these guys being surrounded by former champions, fellow champions, you want to make an impression, you want to look good, because there's so many guys on this card. You don't want to be the guy that gets upset on this card. And Dimitri Bivol is so laser focused. He's so locked in to what his goal is, what he wants to do, that he is going to be ready for Lyndon Arthur. But Lyndon Arthur, these are the kind of fights that you go after to try to be great, to dare to be great. Fight the guy that nobody wants to fight. And Lyndon Arthur is no stranger to this scenario. You know, let's be frank here. He fought Anthony Yard and upset Anthony Yard when Anthony Yard was a legitimate former world title challenger who really had lost to Sergey Kovalev barely, and when, you know, he was really in all fairness, if you want to say this, he got the Kovalev fight maybe sooner than he was ready for that fight. And him not being ready, not being skilled in going deeper into fights probably cost him. Excuse me one second. this in the rematch, Anthony Yarde dominated him and stopped him in 4 rounds. But Lyndon Arthur's a taller guy here. He's a couple inches taller than Bivol. And, you know, these are the opportunities that you take right here and risk it all and dare to be great, because it's his first world title shot. And he doesn't get this shot if he didn't beat Anthony Yarde to begin with. So Dimitri Bivol wants guys that want to fight, but he also wants guys that have somewhat of a resume, somewhat of a victory on their resume. And again, Lyndon Arthur has a victory over Anthony Yarde. Yes, he has a defeat, but he's a decent opponent for this kind of card that is the Day of Reckoning card. And Dimitri Bivol, just to get this one fight in 2023 to hopefully set up undisputed next year for him, you know, is a big deal, and I'm looking forward to it. So Saturday, December 23rd, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Bivol versus Arthur is on the Day of Reckoning stacked supercard. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.